Hello family. I want you to picture a morning routine that millions of people follow every single day. Maybe you do this too. You wake up, you want to be healthy, so you go to the kitchen. You grab a packet of instant oatmeal, pour hot water on it, maybe add a banana or a squeeze of honey, and you eat it quickly before running to work. You think you have done a good thing. You think, I am eating a heart-healthy whole grain. But then, tell me if this happens. By 10:30 a.m., just 2 hours later, you are shaking. You feel a sudden drop in energy. You are irritable. You cannot focus on your computer screen. And you have a desperate craving for a second breakfast or a biscuit. My dear friends, this is not a sign that you have a fast metabolism. This is a hormonal emergency. You have just taken a ride on the glucose roller coaster. And the frightening part is that your healthy bowl of oats has triggered a release of your primary stress hormone, cortisol, leaving you storing belly fat instead of burning it. Today, I'm going to explain exactly why most oatmeal on the grocery shelf is basically dessert in disguise. I will teach you the biology of the sugar crash, and I will show you the exact changes you need to make so you can eat oats safely without wrecking your hormones. The science, it is not the oat, it is the processing. To understand why this happens, we must stop looking at the label and start looking at the microscopic structure of the grain. The oat, in its natural form, the groat, is wonderful. It has a hard shell. It takes a long time for your stomach to break it down. But the food industry knows you are busy. You don't have 30 minutes to cook breakfast. So, they invented instant oats. They take the oat groat, steam it, roll it flat, and then pulverize it into tiny, dusty flakes. When you eat this, you are not eating a complex carbohydrate anymore. You are essentially eating pre-digested sugar. Because the particle size is so small, your digestive enzymes attack it instantly. Within 15 minutes, that bowl of oatmeal turns into a massive flood of glucose in your blood. This spikes your insulin, your fat storage hormone, higher than if you had eaten a candy bar. The cortisol connection, the hidden panic. Now, here is the part that doctors often forget to tell you. This is the cortisol connection. What goes up must come down. After that massive sugar spike, your pancreas floods your body with insulin to remove the sugar. The result? Your blood sugar crashes. It drops too low, too fast. We call this reactive hypoglycemia. Your brain senses this drop and panics. It thinks you are starving. It thinks you are dying. So, it sends an emergency signal to your adrenal glands to release cortisol and adrenaline. Why? Because cortisol tells the liver to dump stored sugar back into the blood to save you. So, look at what has happened. You are sitting at your desk, safe in your office. But chemically, your body is in fight or flight mode. Your heart is racing, your hands are shaking, and your body is hoarding fat around your midsection because it thinks it is in danger. And all of this happened because of that healthy instant oatmeal. The naked carb rule. There is another mistake we make. We eat our oats naked. I am not talking about clothes. I am talking about macronutrients. Most people eat oatmeal with fruit, maple syrup, or brown sugar. This is carb on top of carb on top of carb. There is no protein. There is no fat. In nutrition, protein and fat are the clothing for your carbohydrates. They act as a buffer in your stomach. They slow down digestion. If you eat naked oatmeal, nothing stops that sugar from hitting your bloodstream all at once. It is a naked spike. The solution, the 3 rules for safe oats. Now, does this mean you can never eat oats again? No. Oats contain beta-glucan, which is excellent for cholesterol. But you must change how you eat them. Here are my 3 non-negotiable rules for fixing your breakfast. Rule 1. Change the grain. You must stop buying instant oats. Even the ones that say old-fashioned can be too processed for a diabetic or insulin-resistant person. Switch to steel-cut oats or whole oat groats. These look like chopped up rice. They are thick and chewy. Because the kernel is intact, your body has to work hard to break it down. This leads to a slow, steady release of energy over 4 hours, instead of a spike in 15 minutes. Yes, they take 20 minutes to cook. But you can cook a big batch on Sunday and keep it in the fridge for the whole week. Your hormones are worth the extra effort. Rule 2, dress your oats. Never eat a bowl of beige mush again. We need to lower the glycemic load of the meal. For every half cup of oats, you must add 1 tablespoon of healthy fat. This could be walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, or even a spoonful of ghee. And you need protein. I recommend stirring in a scoop of high-quality protein powder, or eating 2 boiled eggs on the side. The fat and protein act as a net. They trap the carbohydrates and release them slowly, preventing that cortisol crash we talked about earlier. Rule 3, go savory, not sweet. This is a game changer for my patients. Who said oatmeal has to be sweet? When you add honey, bananas, and raisins, you are turning breakfast into dessert. Try savory oats. Cook your steel-cut oats with a pinch of turmeric and salt. When it is done, temper it with some mustard seeds and curry leaves and ghee. Add steamed peas, carrots, or spinach. Maybe top it with a soft-boiled egg. Now, you have a meal that is rich in fiber, vitamins, and protein, with 0 added sugar. This will keep you full and stable until lunchtime. The 10-minute walk hack. Finally, if you really love your sweet, instant oatmeal and refuse to change, I have one emergency hack for you. You must move your body immediately after eating it. Do not eat oatmeal and sit in your car. Eat it, and then go for a brisk 10-minute walk. When you walk, your large leg muscles, the quads and hamstrings, suck the glucose out of your bloodstream to use as fuel. You essentially burn off the spike before it can trigger the insulin cortisol roller coaster. Conclusion: respect your biology. My dear friends, food is information. When you eat highly processed instant oats, you are sending a message of emergency to your body. You are telling your adrenals to stress out. But when you choose whole, steel-cut grains, combined with healthy fats and proteins, you are sending a message of safety and sustainment. It is a small change. It costs the same amount of money. But the difference in how you feel, your focus, your mood, your waistline, will be massive. Listen to your body. If you feel tired after breakfast, that breakfast is not for you. Make the switch today. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend who loves their morning oatmeal. Let us balance our hormones naturally. Stay healthy, stay blessed.